Join us next time for music and the spoken word. Until we meet again, may peace be with you this day and always. Till we meet, God be with you till we meet
You're probably wondering what I'm doing here sitting in our amazing studio. Well, I'm preparing for my new show coming this fall. In Depth with Macushla Pinder is a Sunday magazine-style show with timely investigations and deep explorations into the country's ills and triumphs. So join me on Sundays at 10 a.m. this fall for long-form and engaging conversations. And remember, only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Today, believer, is your day of victory.
Cash Primary School Boys Club of Excellence program is a very beneficial program to the boys because when they are here, I have seen some of our most troubled boys turn around. We selected a school where you can make an impact from an elementary stage. The program is really to give the young men an outlet to do something different. There are more times that every child is not academic. They are also technical. And this is one of the clubs that helps to push that because education is very important and we need to bring more people in to encourage our children. We want to show them that this is a life that they can live. They're exposed to men in the community that are all about making young men better. Crime-free looks like me.
Do your part. Join the movement to a safer Bahamas.
In Harbour Island, North Venezuela, I'm Charles Fisher. This is ZNS.
Major Mayo, based on all that's been said, would you categorize homelessness in the Bahamas as, let's say, an invisible crisis? Has it reached that proportion as yet?
The normal citizen, the corporates, the business sector, the NGOs, it takes all of us to come together and acknowledge the need. And not only acknowledge the need and put it around the table and have a lot of conversation about it, but do something about it.
Well, last time we spoke of the impact the increasing number of people requiring assistance have on the Salvation Army. Today we'll take a look at the added challenges of the nonprofit organization. Sergeant Mayo, like we indicated, more and more people are coming for help to the Salvation Army. They're changing faces, it's what it's all about. But what other challenges are you up against daily?
Okay, as a non-profit organization, our greatest challenges is people volunteer. Because yes, we have number of employees, but when you volunteer your time, it will save us some money to pay someone else to do the work. See, for example, if you donate 2 hours at the thrift store to help sort and to help assist with what's happening inside, that means you will help me save 2 hours of pay. Wow. That 2 hours of pay that you did not give me the cash, but guess what? That cash remain that the donation that they give remain. And guess what? I can assist and help more person. I can serve an extra family when you donate your time in assisting. But I have seen some of the schools,
right,
they are sending those children to community service. Oh man, I appreciate that. And it is a good way of teaching them the spirit of volunteerism. Now, and just recently, we have had one company that comes along and with us to do volunteerism, but for their anniversary. And we have had a long conversation that it doesn't have to be that one time. We can be any other time that we would need your assistance. This is very much important, volunteerism to any non-profit, because we are not doing something to earn. Is what people giving us, this is what we are using to maintain the activity. That's our greatest challenges. And after that is just with what we said last time, is the amount of people that we continue to serve. And right. But that we cannot do anything about that. As long as there is opportunity to serve, we will continue to do so.
You speak of continuing to serve, which goes beyond the community service that schools require of mainly students in their final years of high school. Do you think parents have fallen down in this regard? Are you seeing generational, we can call it generational community leaders or people who are willing to serve? Do you think parents should press this on their children?
Yes, and I have my son as well, and I really teach him that, listen, you have received, you should give, you should serve, you should give your time to assist with someone else's need. Because what happened, the thing is, when you send the kids and the children and they are not seeing you, this is where the problem lies. Because these days, parents can tell the kids, go and do something. Yes, they're going to do it, but they ask, man, but why am I being told to do this, but I've not seen you display that? This is what we have now. We have the school, but you would have the young adult generation. Now that we call the Gen Zs. Gen Z. Gen Zs.
I think they're the Gen Zs. Gen Zs.
Gen Z. So it's just that I will be very grateful if I see a lot more of this generation and in volunteerism and assisting. But when it comes to the kettle, I am grateful to all the civic clubs in Nassau. If you go within that period, this is where volunteerism is at its peak in the Salvation Army. Every Saturday from the kettle kickoff, you will find Rotary Club, all the Rotary clubs, and all the Serenities and the Alphabets, they are out there helping the Salvation Army ring the bells. Now, we appreciate that. But this is Christmas. Right. This is Christmas. This is one and only event, but they come out to do that. But throughout the year, when it comes, we still need some helping hand.
Right, and that brings me to another point. You know, Christmas, people in a good mood, they're inclined or they feel better about giving. What happens after Christmas? Has the Kettle Drive been keeping up with its own donations, or has that waned in recent years?
Okay, since I arrived here, I've been putting a $200,000 goal, right, which have not yet arrived. Okay. But through the kettles. Yes. But that is really, we have to understand the economic situation of the country. Yes. But the people are still supporting. And we are grateful for it. And we hope this year we make that target. But whether we make it or not, that's not what is the matter. It's looking for creative ways of continue to be there for the Bahamian people, those who need us. Now, this is what the kettle does. During the Christmas period, portion of that, what is collected, will be given away while we'll be giving groceries, ham or turkey, vouchers, and then we're giving them packages for a wonderful Christmas meal for a family of 5. On December 17, that will take place at Baptist University College in Jean Street. That we're going to give to the senior citizen. But what we are not going to spend everything right away, but because we have the programs that continue in the year 2026, this is where we will need the other assistant, where you will have people who come to volunteer after Christmas that will really assist us to maintain our overhead costs, to reduce on it so that we can serve more people.
Bringing in funds for the organization, like you said, requires creativity. What new avenues are you taking to bring in added resources to fund to keep the salvation train going? And what do you need, or what do you want? This is the Christmas season we're approaching, from Corporate Bahamas.
Yeah, from Corporate Bahamas, what I really would love you to do for us is, when you pass the kettle, whether you have $1 or $2 or 50 cents or 25 cents, that is welcome. If you have $1 million too, that is welcome. And what happened 2 years ago, we have introduced the Salvation Army to the $1 donate wallet as well. People can go online and donate online. People can stop at the office and donate, and you can donate through the kettle as you pass in the food stores. This is what now some people are asking us for, the swipe machine, because you know that there is a lot of cards going on. People don't mainly working with cash anymore, and to say, now we are thinking about it to see what is the overhead costs of those machine for that period only. That is because we don't want to have 20 machines that we have to pay bill for
and
every
only getting
month.
so much money back.
Added to overhead costs. We have to be smart in what we do, but we continue to ask the public to support the Salvation Army in whatever way possible. And if you have received the mail appeal letters too, put something in it and return it to headquarters.
Well, now that we've heard about its valleys, when we return, we take a look at the peaks of the Salvation Army.
I will not let you turn my church into a tavern. Not my church.
It's not my intention to turn the church into
Quiet. I know more than you think. Don't you ever let a woman sing in the choir again.
They've endured numerous wars and devastating floodings. What they need is hope.
But he's your superior, and mine.
God is my superior. Isn't the church supposed to be the bridge between God and his children? As long as people are afraid to walk on that bridge, they will never feel God's love.
Joseph, you are the church. Wherever you serve, you will be that bridge.
If you want to keep hope alive, you must never lose hope yourself.
We must organize a special Christmas Mass in the North. Something remarkable, with our choir singing in German, glorifying the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ. People will remember this Christmas for years to come.
Swim Bahamas, bring water hazards to an end.
Let's swim Bahamas. Water safety rule number 4, boating safety. Tell someone where you are going and when you expect to be back.
Let's swim Bahamas, bring water hazards to an end. Water hazards to an end.
Well, Major Mayo, we've heard a lot about the many challenges of the Salvation Army, but I understand there are an equal number of successes. Tell us about that.
Yes, the Salvation Army, since existence, and since there will be challenges all across the world, we will be part of them as well. No, but we do not dwell on them. It's just that we cheer up with our successes and how being here since 1931 alone and remain in the Bahamas and fruitful and faithfully serving the Commonwealth of the Bahamas is a blessing to cheer up each and every day. And additionally, we have many services that we have been given throughout these years that remain strong and that will continue, but some of them may need some improvement. Okay, for example, we have the Women and Children Shelter that in Meadow Street. Now, one of the things that we are looking for currently is to rebuild that Women and Children Shelter to a first-class shelter that anyone, any persons in need would feel comfortable to be there. And when they are there, they are served not only for a bed, it's just that program that will include in the shelter to empower those women. And when they go back into the society with something in their hand that they can be independent. Yeah, we're doing that in a very small scale right now, but we're proud of that and we will continue to do that in a very larger scale. Now we have the Salvation Army School for the Blind that have been here for over 6 decades and have been serving the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, particularly Nassau. And I want to inform you, just recently, with the help of the Ministry of Education, we have had the first visually impaired principal, not acting, principal, and the person of Mr. Kevin Cartwright. And since his arrival into the school, we have seen many progress where the children have been motivated and energized, and we have seen grade improving. And guess what? Last time, we have the first time a blind student sat BJC exam with 4 subjects, and Mr. Minis, and it was one of the things that we continue to cheer. These are some of the things, when you're looking at them, you say, okay, we have been there, but we are making progress. And recently, he have paved the way, and currently we have 2 students that are working on the national exam. And we say thank you to the Ministry of Education for understanding the vision and allowing this to happen. Now, do you know as well that the Salvation Army Bahamas Division has the unique adult malt factory that are fully operated by visually impaired person. These are people, visually impaired person that we employ. We are not leaving anybody on because we want these people to have a space in the society and earn and feel comfortable. And now I'm calling on all Bahamian to have a Salvation Army mop in your household. And this is the strongest mop ever. You will, and they last longer than any other one you will have in the supermarket. We're proud of that. And we have all every Wednesday, we have 100, and in between Grantstown and Nassau Citadel, senior citizens that are coming for club. Now, they don't have to stay home. There is a place to come in the Salvation Army. We continue to cherish those things and many more things. Now, we are looking forward for many more successes, and that we continue to serve the people. And one of the things that hopefully that I stay here in leadership for a long time. So to complete that women's shelter, and not only that, to also move the Salvation Army School for the Blind and visually impaired from a day school to a boarding school. For what reason? Yes, the school is there for over 6 decades, but we have been unable to serve Nassau New Providence.
Right.
Because we do not have another entity in the sister island where people with visually impaired can come and get that full experience of education. Guess what? When we would have been able, that's the vision we have now, to move it to a boarding school that will be able to fully equip, and also anybody from the sister island can attend school here in Nassau, and then in holidays they can go back home. But they can't fly or take the boat and every day to come. But if it become a boarding school, we will be able to serve the larger Commonwealth of the Bahamas. This is one of the vision that we have right now, and also the Women and Children Shelter, and also in the very near future to also have a men's rehabilitation center that will also cater for men that are, in trouble, that are facing drugs and family relation problem on all kinds, so that they can come into the program and be rehabilitated in the system and in our society. And if we can accomplish those things in the next 10 years to come, I can tell you that will be a great dream.
Major Mayo, you've spoken about a men rehabilitation center, a women's shelter, an updated women's shelter, new programs, all that costs money, money, money.
Yes.
You've made a call to corporate Bahamas. You've made a call to private citizen. What say ye to the government? And I know a few years back you had an increase in subvention, but what message you want to send to the government?
No, you see, the government has been really good to us. And even the Women and Children Shelter, we partner with social services. With social services, even the school is partnered with Ministry of Education.
Right.
The government is very much active and in our mission and ministry in the Salvation Army. And they continue to keep and to remain in partnership with us. And yes, as you say, these things will need money, but guess what? And I'm remain confident that we, the Bahamian people, will love good things. And when we see good things, we will put our money behind it. And listen, the Salvation Army will continue to remain committed and truthful to your donation and to your support, that they will go towards the right program and to the right person, and to make our beloved Commonwealth of the Bahamas a better place. Think of it like that. All you have to do is to assist one family at a time. That one family you assist will assist another one, and the chain continues. And if we can put our hands together to accomplish those goals, whether the Salvation Army will send me anywhere around the world, I will be very much happy to return to Bahamas and say, look what the Lord has done, through his people here in the Bahamas. Yes, you have been, the people of the Bahamas have been very strong behind the Salvation Army. And we respect and we salute the Bahamian people for their continuous support since 1931. And we know that they will continue to be faithful, and we will continue to do our service and remain confident that, and not only confident, and also transparent in what we do. And this is, you see, like the Salvation Army is the trust of the people we have, We cannot mess up with that. And this is where all the success will follow. And thank you, and it is wonderful.
Well, thank you, Major Mayo, for joining us today on In Depth. And hopefully this conversation triggers many Bahamians to pour into the Salvation Army and give back.
Yes.
And make those programs, those many programs you talked about, even better.
And then I hope as well, when those new visions start, you will be present and we will come back here to say thank you to the public.
And well done.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you. The Salvation Army is a Christian organization putting itself out there to make a difference, but it needs help. Yours, mine, corporate Bahamas, the government. So acknowledge the need and have the conversation.
The Bahamas, natural, pristine. The Lucayan Indians were the first to settle here and flourished because of their rich marine resources. Delightful to behold, recounts Columbus when he discovered these islands. And some of them remain in this pristine state today, as sanctuaries for the species that make their homes here, and havens where visitors and communities may derive a unique quality of life, and accessing places of unparalleled scenic beauty. Thanks to a group of concerned citizens, the Bahamas National Trust was formed and established through an act of Parliament, thereby preserving the natural beauty of these islands. It all started in the early 1950s on the island of Great Inagua, when two brothers, Jimmy and Sam Nixon, showed a visiting conservationist the island's dwindling population of flamingos. When they started, there were only 5,000 birds left. With the support of conservationists, the brothers helped form the Society for the Protection of Flamingos and eventually the Inagua National Park. The first national park to be created was the Exuma Land and Sea Park. The Exumas are a yachtsman's paradise. In the 1980s, citizens became concerned about the park's declining marine resources due to uncontrolled fishing. Since enforcing a no-take policy in 1986, the Bahamas National Trust has seen the fisheries come back. And now it's once again a haven for divers, yachtsmen, and visitors from all over the world. However, more pressure is being placed on these marine resources. As fish stocks dwindle in other parts of the Bahamas, protecting the marine resources from poachers within the park is important so they can breed and restock the ocean. More than 3/4 of the Bahamas population live on New Providence Island, making it the most densely populated island in the wider Caribbean region. The Bahamas National Trust is undertaking an ambitious campaign to expand its facilities and the parks on New Providence. Eric Carey, the Trust's executive director, explains.
Our goal is to develop these parks into places where Bahamians can bring their families to enjoy nature. We want to provide Bahamians the opportunity to take their families bird watching, kayaking along boardwalks at Harlan Wilson's Pond and Bonefish Pond National Parks and witness the unique nature of the Bahamian natural environment.
One success is that the Bahamas National Trust began a nature program for Bahamas youth called the Discovery Club.
One of the most important values that I've learned from being in the Discovery Club is that it's our responsibility to take care of the environment and that we must take steps to help and protect it.
Conservationists have worked with the Bahamas government to create 25 national parks covering over 700,000 acres of land and sea. These parks span from Walker's Key, Grand Bahama, Abaco, New Providence, Andros, Exumas, Conception Island, Crooked Island, and Little and Great Inagua. While the government of the Bahamas provides considerable funding support for the national park system, the Trust still needs additional funds to acquire more patrol boats, develop better facilities, create educational programs, and hire additional staff. The Bahamas National Trust must depend mainly on private donations to continue protecting these national treasures. If you wish to see these pristine parks treated with the respect and protection they deserve for your children and their children, then please support the Bahamas National Trust.